Hello everyone and welcome back to another video, and today I have something really cool for you. So this is a GTS 250 and it's one of those cards that has the exact same vibe as the Fish GT610 that I showed you. And that's just that this is a very low-end card that just has a ridiculous VRM. It is so overbuilt. As far as I know, this is an 8-phase VRM on a GTS 250. So, yeah, we're gonna take a look at that card because I just really wanted, I just kind of wanted to have that card because it's just cool. It's just yeah, I want to see the VRM. This already looks really cool. Let's actually first get rid of the core heatsink. That's actually surprisingly heavy. Like a lot heavier than an Intel stock heatsink would be. Also, this has the mounting spacing that doesn't fit on my phase change. So if I ever sub-zero this one, it's gonna be the clamp mount. Oh, heatsink's already off. Yeah, I mean, pretty standard heatsink actually. It's basically an Intel stock heatsink, but it's got a bit more mass. Okay. We have Samsung HDI memory. And let's... Let's go find some paper to clean the die. So this is actually based on a G92. As far as I know, that's actually not too low end of a core. That's so it's got 128 cores. I should really read up more on old stuff like this. I don't know how much. It has 512 megabytes of VRAM. So this being based on a G92 is that the same core? I'm not sure if that's G92 or if there's a 96 or 98. Now that might actually be the same core that the 8800 GTS and GT are based on. So that explains the 8-pin. Because this is, I mean, GTS 250 sounds like a low-end card, and by the time it came out, it probably was. But yeah. Okay, so let's try to figure out how to... Yeah, it's just regular push pins. Get out that VRM heatsink. I really want to see the VRM. Come on. Get out. That push pin does not want to cooperate. One side of it gets getting stuck. Come on. Just get out. There we go. Oh no, did they glue the heatsink on? No, that looks like a thermal pad. A very sticky thermal pad. I know that they glued the heatsink on some GTX 260s. No, this might actually be thermal taped on. Oh man. Okay, I hope this doesn't break anything. There we go. Okay, it was thermal tape. Yeah, I might be able to reduce that. Okay, so... Oh, wait, is that a fake VRM? Yeah, actually, where's the controller? Oh, it's the controller under this. Why did they put a heatsink over that? Is that can't be factory, right? Okay, let's do the soil patented twist. Okay, that's very strong thermal glue. There we go. Yeah, that's the controller. I have no idea I'm supposed to read that. I can say one thing though, that doesn't look like an 8-phase controller. And I can read pretty much nothing. Okay, let's just try... Yeah, this is definitely a faked 8-phase. This is actually a 4-phase. Okay. So if you look at the power planes, this down here is probably memory, because you can see the output power plane is a different one. And then we have a switch node here, a switch node here, a switch node here, and a switch node here. So actually this is a 4-phase, and it's all outputting into this one power plane, which is a core, I guess. So no, this is not an 8-phase. They tried their best to make it look like one though. It's still a pretty cool VRM, though I'm slightly disappointed. Wait, are those 122 microfarad caps? What? Is that the capacity? That's like super low. Why did they do that? I didn't even know these exist. Okay, and I guess we can't really... Okay, it's some MDU FETs. Probably... Yeah, because of the thermal tape, I guess I can't really tell. It's some MDU FETs. So... Wait, do they have two high sides? Or is that... Because it kind of looks like they have two high sides and one low side. Which is kind of weird. Yeah, it does actually look like there's two high sides and then one low side in each phase. What the hell? Like usually the other way around is true. Usually you have one high side and two low sides. Now, I don't really... Maybe they just had a lot of these high side MOSFETs and didn't know where to put them. Or maybe the low side MOSFETs are like pretty good ones, and then the high side MOSFETs weren't that good, so they just doubled them so that the VRM would be like pretty strong. I'm not entirely sure. Okay, so this is a very weird card, and I guess it's kind of cool. Like the card is cool. Yeah, like, I mean, this is why I bought it. Like, okay, first off, it was super cheap. It was like, was it 10 or 20 euros? I don't know, but like cheap enough so that I would go like, this is a cool card just like for looking at it, because even though this is a fake 4-phase, or like a fake 8-phase more like, it's an actual 4-phase, but it just seeing that many inductors on a GTS 250 is kind of cool. And also, even though these might actually be 122 microfarad capacitors, they're still like from afar, it looks pretty cool. If you look closely, it's not that cool, though I guess it's probably fine, like honestly, for what it is. So yeah, it's a cool thing. It's a cool card. Also, it does support SLI apparently, and that might be because that's the fan. Is that for LEDs? I have no idea what that is for. Or is that actually, does it? Yeah, I don't know. I was thinking like maybe this is I2C, because that would make it 3 pins. You have a ground pin and then you have an SDA and SCL pin. But yeah. So sadly I can't really look into the actual VRM components on this, because that one's got thermal glue on it, that one's got thermal tape on it. And that doesn't look like the kind that I can easily wash off. So I guess the actual VRM components are gonna remain a mystery. And I think that has to be aftermarket. That can't be factory. Like, why would you put a heatsink on the VRM Did the owner of this like think that's a power stage and try to cool it or something? Because it kind of looks like a power stage, like from the size of it. You know, like if you put this here and tell me it's an IR3550, I would probably believe you. So yeah, I don't really know what else to say about the card then. Let's try. Is the serial number anything interesting? It doesn't really have a serial number, does it? It only has this cryptic thing, which I guess is the serial number. No interesting number. I got a couple cards with like interesting serial numbers. I have GTX 280 number 420 and HD 7770 number 1337. So I was looking for serial numbers to see if maybe I get another interesting one. Also, my direct CO2 e-power was number 27. Was, because it's cut off now. Anyway, yeah, I think there's not too much to do. Like, too much to say here. I guess I'm just gonna put the heatsink back on. Like, we gotta look at the card. Yeah. Sadly, can't really see the controller or the Mosfets, and I don't think I'll be able to clean those. Like, I'll have to use solvents or something, which might as well just put the card back together and use it for a bit, because that's not gonna be in the near future. I can do is clean this off, give it a fresh bit of thermal paste, and then yeah, I don't know. Is this worth an overclocking video? I don't think it is. Like, the card itself is nothing special. It's a GTS 250. It's just got a really cool looking VRM. I don't even know if it's even good. These MOSFETs might be really bad, or the controller might be really bad. Okay, it's got a bit of dust in it in the heatsink. I'm just gonna spray that dust all over my desk. But at least it's not inside the card now. Yeah, okay. Some fresh. That copper looks really shiny. See that? Also, you can see where the core was. That's a really shiny looking copper. Oh, I guess because the outer part oxidized, and the inner part didn't, because it was covered by the dye and thermal paste. So if I left this uncovered for a while, it would probably change color. Okay, that's way too much thermal paste, but I have like 4 more tubes of this stuff, and it has a shelf life of like, yeah, it says 2 years, and production date was, yeah, month date. Cool. Oh no, here it is, 2021. So if I need to, yeah, so I need to use all my tubes up by February next year. So, and I've used about half of my tubes now, so yeah. Gotta use that stuff. Okay, heatsinks on. Put the card back together. Usually I don't film this, but this video is short enough. Also, I just realized the I/O shield is taller than the heatsink itself. So I'm gonna like have to attach one screw to hold it in place, and I'll have to lift it up. I'll just hope that the screw is long enough to reach through here, and then pull the heatsink up. Oh, it is. Cool. One thing I gotta say though is that the PCB looks cool. Like, not just the VRM, but the Zotac. I think it's Zotac and XFX that, even going back all this time to the 200 series, used matte black PCBs for their stuff. it just looks really nice. Like matte black PCBs, like my two most favorite, well, I guess that's super normie, but like the two most favorite PCB colors or tints I like is like matte black and the white ones that you get for like Hall of Fame. And after that it's like red, blue and all that stuff. Glossy black and brown PCBs are like bottom of the barrel if you ask me. So yeah. Heatsink's back on. VRM heatsink, well, I guess the thermotape's a bit ruined now, but it should still work. And I guess our controller has no more cooling, but it shouldn't need that anyway. You shouldn't have to cool your PWM controller. Though Nvidia did put like thermal pads on theirs for the 20 series reference cards, which I found a bit weird. Anyway, cards back together. It's not much to say. We looked at the VRM, sadly couldn't really tell anything about the actual components, but well, we could tell that it's not actually an 8-phase, which I'm kind of disappointed by. But that still looks really cool. Oh man, if this card wasn't so rare, and if I knew what controller that was, I would probably like buy a second one and then make like a really, really small compact E-power out of this. Like, okay, there is like a 5-volt LDO over here, so it needs a 5-volt E-power, but like, this would make for a really cool like E-power, for like a low power E-power. This would be perfect for cheap-ass chips. But as it stands, I think the card is kinda rare. I don't actually know how rare it is, but I just kinda wanted it because the VRM looks cool. I have no idea about the GTS. Like, generally, I'm just now starting out to get like into GTX 200 series. So yeah, I don't really know that much about this yet, but I as far as I know, this is a little bit on the rare side at least, if not, yeah, it might be a little bit rare or like pretty rare. But it's a cool looking card nonetheless, and I like that I have it now. I just need to figure out where to display it yet. I should get more graphics card shelves. Yeah, my new place actually has a very high ceiling, like basically, yeah, it's a good ½ meter higher. Yeah, like pretty much like 50 to 60 centimeters higher than my old room. So I have a lot of empty wall space that I could put shelves on, like wall shelves. Because I only have 2 right now. One's covered already with graphics cards, the other one has airplane models on them. So I should get more. Because I have a lot of empty wall space where I could put some shelves. And this card would definitely be one of the cards that I would put on there. Because it looks cool. Like this is, again, like the fish wasn't mine, the fish was FZR's. This one is mine. It's just cool. It's a low-end card, or more like it's just not a flagship card, but you get some really cool custom designs. That VRM is probably a lot more powerful than what you get on normal GTS 250s. And also just, it looks cool. I would probably actually remove the heatsink for displaying it. I would maybe leave this on, because the thermotape on the Mosfets would kind of ruin it. I think it actually kind of looks a bit cooler with the heatsink on, because the 2 high sides and 1 low side kind of makes it look weird, like the VRM is backwards. But yeah, I've been rambling enough now. We might actually make it to 20 minutes now, damn. So let me just end the video right here. Like, it's a cool card. It's another one of those another one of those cards that I like a lot. If you want to know why I really like these special cards, just look at the GTX, like the GT610 Fish video that I made. Like, Galax is one of my favorite GPU manufacturers. Zotac's a bit of a special case because usually the cards they make kind of suck and are pretty cheap, but sometimes they make cards like this, which are just really, really cool. Or like the 970 Omega, which is also a really, really cool card. So Zotac is kind of like a love-hate relationship. But when they make something cool, it's usually really cool. And the rest is just kind of ignore. Anyway, shit, we are actually making it to 20 minutes now. So, sorry for that. And until next time, goodbye.